To start with, draw a straight line or a curved line to practice this technique. Begin by bringing your needle up through your fabric, 1/2 centimeter away from the beginning of your line, bringing it back down onto the start of your line, and you now have your first stitch. It's called backstitch because you are working all of your stitches backwards in one line, inserting your needle into the previous hole as shown here. I would recommend practicing this stitch to work on your consistency. Some backstitch can look messy if the lengths aren't consistent. Stem stitch is very similar to backstitch but with a bit of a twist. Instead of bringing your needle back into the hole that you have made, you are going to insert it halfway between your first stitch. This forces the thread to twist and raise itself and starts a beautiful stem stitch. Repeat this along your line. Again, the consistency of these stitches results in a full final stem that has no skinny or uneven parts. Work your stitches closely together. At the start of your line, bring your needle up through the fabric and directly bring your needle back into the initial hole that you've made. Leaving your thread out, you will create a loop, like this. Continue this technique, always inserting your needle back into your last hole and bringing it up through the fabric until you have finished. To practice your satin stitches, draw a shape and work your stitches closely together. The trick here is to ensure your thread doesn't have lumps and bumps and it smooths out completely. If you think it is twisted, hold your thread and let it dangle and gently pull down the thread to untangle the bumps. If you don't ensure you are doing this as you work through your satin stitches, there can be a worry of snags in the thread. If you feel that you have pulled your satin stitches unevenly, don't worry. You can insert your needle and very gently raise it to ensure that they are consistent. Start by bringing your needle up through your fabric and then place your needle next to your thread. Loop your thread around the needle once, holding the tension tightly with your hand. These do take practice, but once you've mastered the tension and get the sharp little knots correctly, these are easy and very enjoyable. Finish your knot by bringing your needle down through the center of the knot back through the needle hole.